Hey, good day, everybody. Robert Brower here from Druva. I am responsible for, among a number of programs, one of the ones I'm most excited about, our managed services platform featuring our managed services center. And I'm absolutely thrilled today to be speaking with two of our leading partners, AWS, who provides us with the infrastructures and services that allow for Druva to be able to bring this fantastic solution for our partners to market, and Harbor Solutions, one of our leading lights in our MSP partnership program, who's built out a full service utilizing the Druva solution to help customers accelerate their cloud journey, creating value for Nick and his organization at Harbor Solutions and for their customers. Before we start our talk, team, may I ask that you each take a few moments to introduce yourselves?
Hi, Robert and Nick. Robert, thank you for inviting AWS to participate in this discussion. I'm Sabina Joseph, General Manager of America's Technology Partnerships, and I've been, in fact, working with Druva in one capacity or the other for the last 7.5 years. I'm really looking forward to many more years of continued collaboration.
Outstanding. Nick?
And hi. So my name's Nick Barron. I'm a CTO here at Harbor Solutions. We're a specialist data management and disaster recovery specialist based out of the United Kingdom. We've been working with Druva for actually probably about 9 months now, but been in and around AWS for a number of years as well.
Outstanding. Welcome both, and thank you again so much. I'm really excited to have this chat with you. Sabina, after 7.5 years of working with Druva, and certainly now that the last 2 years have been very interesting for the entire world, I'd love to get your perspective, the AWS perspective, on how you see customer cloud adoption, cloud-first initiatives, and things accelerating in a COVID/post-COVID world, and what our customers and partners are doing to help leverage and achieve that strategic advantage that AWS's infrastructure provides in terms of not having to worry about infrastructure procurement, updates, patching software, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
How does the cloud make the world better for our customers and partners?
Yeah, as we all know, right, the cloud delivers faster time to value, and the pandemic, along with ransomware threats, have certainly accelerated the move to the cloud, and ISVs such as yourself and MSP Partners play a leading role in helping these customers transform their business. Some of the key benefits of cloud, as we all know, include scalability and a flexible pay-as-you-go cost model with no hardware to procure, set up, and manage. Hardware availability is a big consideration for many of our customers, and especially as part of their deployment strategy. And over the last, I would say, 20 months or so, with all the supply chain constraints, as we all know, procuring hardware, setting it up, and managing it in that scalable model is a real challenge. However, with Druva's data protection service on AWS, MSPs can really build out the service that is readily available for our customers and take advantage of the pay-as-you-go model for pricing using only what you need and when you need it. And this model, of course, requires no upfront investment in hardware, enabling MSPs like Harbor Solutions to focus on building out a backup as a service while also delivering that faster time to value for our mutual customers.
I love it. And Nick, it's wonderful when an ISV and a partner can talk about all the benefits that we imagine we bring to bear. How have those benefits really impacted positively your business? Tell us a little bit about, how the AWS Druva Cloud Platform for service providers is helping to sort of change the game and create value for you and your customers.
Well, absolutely. And I think, I echo pretty much all the comments that Sabina just said there around, obviously, the value proposition. And we're seeing that more relevant now than ever. You talk about supply chain. I've got 3, 4, 5 month lead times on infrastructure for some of the stuff, let's call it legacy infrastructure, that I need to deal with. And that's a big problem just in terms of my time to revenue. More importantly, in terms of my customers or our customers' requirements, and they're not slowing down. So the ability to use a sort of almost bottomless environment is really key for us. And that instantaneous delivery and instantaneous scale. And, we've got, just as an example, a client that we spoke to literally 7 days ago is having a bit of a challenge with a provider that's potentially not going to be around for too much longer. They want to be able to get the data out. Now, if I looked at that in a traditional sense, I've got to go and buy hardware, I've got to ship hardware to site, I've got to get configuration software, all of those bits have to come together. And that's going to take me some time. Now, we think we're pretty good at this, but it's certainly going to take us weeks. For that proposition with Druva, we could pretty much spin up a dev environment straight away, and then look to roll out within a matter of, well, hours, but let's say days to be kind. But we could really roll that out instantaneously and start protecting that customer's environment straight away. And I think that shows the power of both the Druva and AWS cloud environments, and that sort of winning technology platforms coming together to really speed up our time to delivery, our time to revenue, our time to value, but more importantly, gets our customers what they want, really the minute they want it.
I love it. And you hit the nail on the head. We wanted to be able to create a fast time to value program for our partners. And with MSPs, that opportunity that you have, or that requirement and opportunity that you have to be able to really quickly enable multiple different tenants and to have that master control console that's built around your service catalog so that you can offer and extend to your customers the kind of service that Harbor is fantastic at providing, make it easy to add them, make it easy to manage them, make it easy to onboard them, offboard them, grow them, and layer services on top of. So it's not just about the infrastructure and the platform, which are fantastic and definitely game-changing, but the whole of the program built around, let's make it so that MSPs can operate scalably, simply, with fast time to value. And yeah, you're spot on. I think that the model is really a solid one. With the intent that we can make it cash flow positive for you the moment that you turn on a customer. Would you agree?
100%. And I think, again, not trying to repeat everything, but that's the key for us, really. And we touched on it earlier on, that I don't want to really have to worry about patching, managing, provisioning infrastructure. And I think, if I look back to our business maybe 7 or 8 years ago, we kind of thought there was value in that, or there was value in that. But with the likes of Druva and those technologies that are building on a sort of cloud-first model, I don't need to worry about that. My value can move up the chain. My value really is in managing my customer's data, and protecting that environment from either internal threats, from ransomware, from all of these other issues that have cropped up. I know this was around 7 years ago when we first started. So all of that landscape has changed significantly. So it stands to the reason that I don't want to be faffing around with SQL databases that power a back-end backup solution, or tapes, or any of that sort of legacy infrastructure. I want to be using a cloud-first technology so that I can deliver that real value back to my customer, not just in gluing bits of a solution together.
Makes perfect sense, and very much agreed. Sabina, you talked about scalability. We've talked about speed and adaptability. Let's think a little bit, if I could. One of the things that we've had fantastic collaboration with AWS is working through what the requirements of customers like Harbor Solutions would be, and then being able to work with your team to be able to develop something that we really can feel proud of as being kind of best of breed, best in market. I'd love it if you could just give me some of your thoughts in terms of what AWS is doing to continuously advance its service along these sorts of lines for scalability, agility, ransomware recovery, malware detection, all of the things that align with what Druva has done with AWS and will do with AWS.
Yeah, so we all talked about scalability, Nick and I, and you did too, right? And scalability is absolutely important, but also workload optimization is critical in order to build that cost-effective solution. Andy Jassy, Amazon CEO, the former AWS CEO, has said that there is no compression algorithm for experience, and over 15 years, AWS has been delivering the breadth and depth of cloud services, and Druva, of course, on AWS has 10 years of experience building and optimizing backup offerings. And then MSPs such as Nick and his team, right, are able to instantly take advantage of these learnings. I think, one of the things that comes to my mind is Druva's global deduplication, right, which reduces the amount of storage that is required by customers. And of course, we help you with that with our services. I think 2 examples kind of come to my mind, working again backwards from customers. The state of California governor's office, because of your capabilities on AWS, was able to reduce 10x in terms of the storage capacity. This is real cost savings for our customer. Another example, of course, is Druva. As you continue to innovate, right, you integrated with AWS Private Link, which MSPs can now leverage to provide that secure connectivity into AWS for disaster recovery and backup. So this is the way we kind of continue to innovate on breadth and depth of our services. And Druva, of course, has followed right along at the pace that we're doing. You've been phenomenal at providing those innovation and the breadth and depth of services to our mutual customers.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's been fantastic to partner with, and we will continue to enjoy that fantastic partnership with AWS. And Sabina, I really appreciate everything that you and your organization do to create that partnership and to build on it. Nick, just taking that apart, working with Druva, we've talked in the past about the initiatives that you have coming and where Druva can continue to partner to help expand and build your business and the value that we can create without giving away anything proprietary, no secret sauce. Just talk a little bit about the partnership and kind of how Druva's road mapping with you to be able to continue to differentiate.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, all the development and iteration work that yourselves and Sabina and AWS are able to bring, that means that we get technology available to us faster via, obviously, the work you guys are doing. And we're able to harness that with then, the global scale of AWS. So, obviously, you utilize the AWS, infrastructure at the back end and a number of their services to deliver that to us, which is great. But actually, at one end of things, it's good to know that it's there, but actually I don't need to know that it's there, if that makes sense. But the fact that it is means I can deliver those services into AWS. So we talk about disaster recovery. That's one of our probably fast-growing topics. We've been doing that disaster recovery for a number of years with a couple of different products. But this really brings together that backup and disaster recovery scenarios. With the threat of ransomware and everything else that's happening in the world, that ability to know that you can spin up almost an infinite scale environment within AWS in almost any region in the world that you want it, that's really interesting for us. And that brings another development to our product portfolio that we didn't have and wouldn't have if it wasn't for AWS and Druva collaborating together and giving us that ability.
I love it. That's a profoundly solid way to share your experience, and thank you for it. And look, to your point, ransomware, it's on everybody's mind. The recent adoption of private link is just one more way that we're extending to our customers. Like you said, they don't have to know that it's there. They just have to count on the fact that it works. And when it's Druva, built on the AWS cloud platform, run by your fantastic team, it's going to work. It's going to meet the customer need where they have it, when they need it. And it's just a fantastic way for us to continue to advance our mutual services and our mutual capabilities in this triumvirate partnership that we have. So thanks for sharing that. And Nick, I'm super proud of the partnership. I really thank you for it. As we grow, we want to grow with you. We will continue to be invested in your success because I know you're serious in being invested in ours. And Sabina, always a pleasure. Over the years, it's been fantastic working with you. It's going to continue to be fantastic working with you. Super appreciate your partnership and the commitment to the growth of this program, our Managed Services program and the Managed Services Center, and all of the other ones on which Druva is built with AWS. Thank you very much, team. I'm going to say thanks and have a fantastic rest of your day.
No worries. Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you, Robert and Nick. I do want to acknowledge one thing. I want to congratulate Druva for being recognized as visionary in the 2021 Gartner Magic Quadrant for Enterprise Backup and Recovery Solution. This again, speaks to your innovation with AWS and also, of course, with Nick and team. Thank you.